Hi, Afira. I'm very happy to connect with you. And I came across your LinkedIn profile and your role as a senior SEO content writer and copywriter. It really inspired me. Your journey and insights are something I hope can inspire and guide others in this field. Can you please take a moment to introduce yourself and tell me a bit about your background?
Sure. First of all, thank you so much to reach me out and express your interest in my LinkedIn profile. I really appreciate your kind words. To introduce myself, I hold an English literature and linguistic degree and started my career as a content writer. And my master's degree helped me a lot to do this thing, as most of the times most of the time writers need to be write in the native English standard. So I have to overcome this barrier, and after that, I learned SEO that played a vital role in data analysis. After I completed my degree, and even I have started writing during my degree. But after that, I professionally jumped into that career and really inspired from different writers and copywriters.
Thank you. Your path as an SEO content writer and copywriter has seen you achieve a remarkable success in when it comes to aiding brands to attract followers, leads, and even revenue with engaging content, right? Like, can you reflect on a memorable turning point or what you call as a pivotal moment or a decision that you believe was a real game changer in your success story and played a substantial role, like a very important role in your success? More like the story behind your passion for creating engaging content to help business flourish. Like I would say, what inspired you to get into this path? What was the initial step?
Okay. First of all, I really don't know about anything, writing things and online earning and freelancing or LinkedIn. During my degree, I just want to pay some debt, and I started approaching clients on Facebook, and I just got 2 or 3 clients and wrote a statement of SOPs, and I really appreciate myself on these things. I have no idea about writing and wrote it and received great appreciation. After that, I developed a profile on Upwork, and I don't believe on such things that we can earn online and we can receive money from the across the borders. After that, when I received an invitation for a job on Upwork, that was about data entry. After completing that job, I just received my income. I'm just inspired that how can it be possible. First of the turning point that is that I don't believe on that things online earning, and luckily I received an invitation and got my first job. After that, I started to learn Photoshop and got tutorial and discovering that field. But when I developed an Fiverr profile, I made a gig. I received an order regarding article writing and blog post writing. Take the writing as a fun. I made profile on Fiverr. I received an order regarding article writing on technical niche, and I just when I received an order, I just Googled the things and wrote an article and delivered to the client. That was an international, not a local client. After 1 hour, I just checked my profile and saw that I received a 5-star feedback from the client. And that was the moment when I thought that I should be a content writer in the future, and that's my passion. So after these 2 things, then I don't have any idea. I don't have any idea about how software house work, and even the software house exist in the real time. And even I don't saw any software house. And through LinkedIn, one of the HR approached me. I just went there to give interview, and just after 1 or 2 days, I received an offer letter and started my job. And these are the 3 main turning points to switch from no earning to earning, and earning to become a part of software house.
It's really inspiring for someone who thought that, okay, that's impossible, like who did not have an idea about
Yeah.
it. And finally, you're in a position. Afira, what role do mentorship and leadership programs play in empowering women? And how can we expand and enhance these initiatives to accelerate women's growth and success in both professional and, if you consider, personal spheres? Addressing challenges like, imposter syndrome or societal expectations, because always society will define us how we should be, what we should do. And we find how important is effective communication and networking, because we both of us got to know each other also through networking, right? So I'm Sri Lankan, you're Pakistani, so we are from totally different countries. Drawing from your journey, what advice or steps do you believe individuals can take to improve their communication skills and leadership skills, and in turn empower themselves?
Okay. Let me start with mentorship and leadership. These two things are really play an active role whenever you want to start any journey. Because without any
Exactly.
mentorship or without leadership, you can't achieve your goal that you want to achieve. And even if you don't have any idea about your goal, these two things help you to decide your goal. So
Exactly.
first of all, we have to do early intervention of confidence, especially in women, because I saw that most of the women confined to their homes and couldn't get the time to attend any seminars or any conferences. So we should arrange conferences online, especially for those girls. After that, we have to let them know how they can tackle the imposter syndrome. For example, even at the start, I was also bearing that things. I was also that I can't do these things. Even I thought that how it can be possible. But with the passage of time, I learned that, and with the holistic approach to empower your successful journey and tackle with the imposter syndrome is possible through mentorship and leadership, and especially as you said that networking. Without networking, we are nothing, because whenever we want to get a job or get a freelance project or anything like that, networking is the main key point. So if we should arrange mentorship session, even monthly basis or weekly basis, so that we can empower women, especially in the different fields. Because currently we have to empower both girls alongside males, because at that time we can't survive even when no one girl can work and just male have to go to work. And after that, roadblocks. First of all, when we talk about to empower women, first roadblock is a gender bias. I just saw that most of the companies posted jobs that they need a male resource. Why? I couldn't understand that psyche, because we have to learn how to express our skills in front of employer as in women, and how women can also prove a fruitful resource for their company. Not only men can dominate on everything, but with the right skill set, right time, and right words, we can achieve anything. And second roadblock is the work-life balance. Work-life balance is that, for example, as a woman, we have to manage our house. Some of the girls have babies and their responsibilities and kitchen things. So it's become very difficult to overcome all these challenges. So especially if a working woman, she needs to become very careful regarding work-life balance. She needs to make a timetable when she'll do that thing and when she'll do this thing. Then we, with the main thing, right, work life balance, we can achieve anything. Third point is that as limited opportunities, because most of the software houses and most of marketing companies prefer males even at this time. So I think so these are major roadblocks. However, if we want to overcome these things, we have to believe ourselves. Like we can do. If someone can do that thing, then why we can't do it?
Exactly. Yeah.
And
Correct.
if we have a passion, for example, if anyone have a passion to design, then he or she must go for it. Not that it's very complicated field and it's very restriction and there are very competitive field and I can't survive in that field. No, we have to follow our passion in this point. And the third point, stereotype, because sometimes some people say that this is a girl and she can't be a good iOS developer. She can't be learn any programming language. I think as a woman, we shouldn't go for gender bias. Can learn from different resources, for example, Udemy, LinkedIn creators, or anything learning opportunities. So these roadblocks can be overcome if we are sincere with our efforts and we have clear goal what we want to achieve in our life. If anyone want to become an SEO content writer, start writing. But with writing, be clear about reading things. If for example, if I can't read, then I can't be a good content writer. As in SEO perspective, most of the people thought that they can't be an SEO content writer because it's very technical thing. But I think so it's a stereotype thing, because SEO can anyone can learn SEO. And even some people say that they can't understand algorithm. According to myself, SEO content writing, it's all about to uh, give knowledge and empower users, but and solving the problems of our target audience and add quality content. When you add these things in your content, you no doubt you can achieve SEO content writing goal to rank on number one of search engines. And portfolio. Let's suppose one of the client comes for a web content writing service and he asks show us sample. Some people mistakenly say that they don't have any sample, but will do your work creatively and in a perfect way. But at this time, when every field is competitive, and no doubt he or she will get another resource for this. So my advice is here that don't neglect the value of portfolio. You can just go to medium.com and start write, edit and proofread, get review of your peers or any scholars if you have any in your network, and then publish your articles or publish your anything whatever you want to publish on medium.com. And whenever client comes for anything asked about writing, then you can share that portfolio with him or her. Learning isn't a stop. Learning isn't stop anywhere. For example, I take example of myself. Uh, Even 4 years of experience, I really even every day I learn everything new. Sometimes it's from LinkedIn creators, sometimes it's from Udemy courses and websites like The Guardian, TechCrunch, or MangoBuzz, or anything else which I have interest. So these are my career advice that put attention on writing, SEO, and make your portfolio and don't ever stop your learning.
Like you said, this current world, like we can never say that we don't have access to anything, because by just
Hmm.
a tap we can learn everywhere, but not like
Yeah.
earlier. Curious, in your experience, do you find that women are actively involved in SEO content writing? Because
No doubt we have various profiles like as for SEO content writers on LinkedIn, but I have personally experienced that whenever I collaborate with any other writer and checked her portfolio, and I'm really disappointed that how can he or she called himself or herself a SEO content writer, and unfortunately their writing style isn't compelling and full of grammatical mistakes, and that was the main point to not stand out from the crowd, especially for women. So, if I want to give advice at that time, is that if whenever you start to write SEO writing, first of all, go for a competitor research. First of all, check how they have written content that has ranked on Google, and it has add value to their brand and their users or not. For example, if someone wrote an article on a particular subject and rank on the first page of Google, and you just experience that there are some mistakes in that article, then you have a space to rank on your article on the top of the Google. Just when we want to rank or repute a good brand, we just need to go for a A/B testing. And A/B
Yeah,
testing, is it possible with a one template that you have written one article and you can paste it everywhere and got your more work from that article, and your client will be impressed by you? That's not possible in this world right now. You have to try different writing templates, and specifically if you want to go for SEO, you also need to take care about keywords, how you
mm,
can integrate keywords without their stuffing, and your writing style, it's readable or not. For example, you write an article without even breaking it into paragraphs, headings or visual graphics, then no one is going to read your article or read your web page. So all these
exactly.
things play a vital role when you go for the SEO and writing.
I noticed your certification as a present. And when I was going through your LinkedIn, there was a certification as a present of at the conference on communication and digital
Yeah.
media, where you presented on positive communication. Okay, that's something that's very important. So I would love to learn from your experience.
All, I got a chance to present on the topic of positive communication and digital media at Kinnaird College located in Lahore, Pakistan, and where they have invited various speakers from LUMS University, FAST, and GCU, one of the top universities of Pakistan. And before
Oh, that's
that,
so
we have
nice.
practiced it, yeah, we have practiced a lot about our presentations. That was actually group presentation, and in this way we can relate it to the networking. We are the
Yeah.
group of 5 people, and with the great networking we completed this project. First of all, when we go for presentation, we have to build a confidence. If I want, if I give one tip here is that, for example, whenever you have presentation and want to prepare, just not only learn that presentation or start to give at a particular point, but practice it a lot. For example, just stand in front of the mirror and
Mhm.
start to practice how you will speak in front of a bigger audience. And in this digital world, we don't even need a mirror. We can just open the phone and open the
Yeah.
record the video and check our mistakes. How can we overcome these mistakes? And whenever you think that you can do exceptionally a presentation, then you can even go with you can even network with other people and ask for their feedback on these points if you have any lack. And this one tip for the positive communication. And positive communication is just not only about speaking, it's about body language. How our body language, is it full of confidence or lack of confidence? If we are not a good listener, we can't be a good presenter. So we
Exactly.
have to pay our great attention to our listening skills, because whatever you will listen, we have to answer there. And if we don't give any answer, then there is no purpose of presentation, because it's just a piece of paper on which we have just words and just deliver over there. Storytelling. Let's suppose if we go for positive communication and want to present. through digital media, we go for storytelling method, not just delivering that we want to start from what is communication and read it with this type of communication helps a lot in any field of life, but also incorporate storytelling to engage the users how we started our journey and how communication relates to it. Always try to relate emotions with your presentation, especially on communication. And that's self talk. Try to be a self talker, because when you start to self talk you realize that what mistakes you are doing. As you can see others, you can also judge yourself. Is it good for you to go for a presentation now, or you have to practice more and more? So these things play a vital role. First of all, confidence, and second, listening, storytelling, and self-talk. If you follow these 4 points, you can go for anywhere to give any presentation on any subject.
Exactly, but self-talk is really important. But when we start to talk more and more and more and more, like we are able to identify our errors and correct it. And the next presentation, then reading out a paper, and some what they do is mostly like they bring a lot of papers and they start reading, and of course it's super boring. Like no one's gonna hear. And after all, the presentation should be something that the audience should be able to take something. I loved from what you were saying is storytelling. So when we start to have emotional connection with people, they tend to ask more, and in that way
Yeah,
it would be
in this
beneficial because
way people remember our things what we have said to them.
yeah, exactly. And thank you so much for sharing those,
Thank you.
Afira. In your career as a SEO content writer, have likely faced various challenges and you might have tackled them. Share a specific moment when you encountered a self doubt or a lack of confidence.
First of all, facing challenges is common. Everyone
Yeah.
faces challenges. I have also met various challenges. For example, even I don't have any online earning idea, and even I don't have any idea about writing, that I can be a perfect writer that can enhance user engagement and attract various clients internationally. Most of the people saying that they wrote their article and not ranked on Google, because when you say that you are an SEO content writer, it means that your written material should be ranked on the first or second page, especially on the number one. So whenever it comes to challenges, we have to overcome with special techniques. It can be, for example, whenever you become fed up from any particular thing, what you have achieved in the past or what you are achieving in the present. So these things, and not only just go for achievement acknowledgement, but also to take action. For example, if you can say you just saw that you have achieved something, you not only say yeah I have done it, but you can also go I can do these things that you are currently facing right now. So take action on challenges to be overcome there is very crucial. And for this you have to any writer or any designer or any field have to set achievable goals. For example, some I have seen various people say that I'll earn 500k plus dollars in just 1 week. It's never possible, and if it will be possible, then it will be the an hardship of hard work of at least 5 to 10 years. And whenever we anyone achieves such a bigger thing, no doubt he or she have a goals and confidence and hard work in the past.
Mhm.
So when it main things that setting achievable goals and admire yourself in any whenever you have been facing any challenges, and take action. These 3 points are the main things. But if
It's really great for face challenges. What we do have two options, right? Either to get on that challenge and tackle it and go forward, or to sit and cry. So the journey from a non-technical background to a tech-savvy wordsmith, content writing in the world of technical writing is truly inspiring. For those who aspire to follow a similar path, advice would you offer to break through barriers? Because if someone is from a non-technical background and getting into this, as people will feel that it's impossible, right? So what advice would you offer? And
First of all, just one thing I have to say, that if you have a passion for anything, you can achieve that thing.
exactly.
If I talk about myself, I have a passion to know about technical things, work, how mobile and web application can be overcome the world challenges, and how every industry will incorporate technical tech savvy things in their organization. So these are the main things which I want to learn. So through my passion, I started to learn things. I started to explore different technologies, either programming languages, and start to write on these things. Not only just reading, but also with reading, I have to implement into my writing, so that I can not only remember these things but also implement, so that it can work for me in the future, even on client hunting, or even for to increase my own knowledge. So after that, I choose different courses. One of the main thing, don't go for paid courses. Just go for YouTube, even go, and you can get an paid course. First of all, you need to check its authenticity. Go to their table of content. Is it the right course for you, or is it not? And if you are not an expert in one field, but you have a passion for that, then you have to Googleize these things, because most of the time on Google we can learn a lot. We don't. Second thing, we can go on LinkedIn and follow their LinkedIn creators, how they are working, and how we can overcome a barrier that are hindering ourselves to achieve our goal as a writer, as a designer, or as a developer, anything in your field. So if you want to move from one field to any other, you must need to have a passion, and you must have to be implement your knowledge in the real life. Not only to say that, yeah, I have learned these things, and just stop that and start to learn second thing. Whenever you learn one thing, start practice, and with practice move forward. Then you'll surely will move. Can once you don't have background related to that field, you can go for that skill.
Yeah. So if you have a passion, you can do anything. Because Afira, like, could encapsulate your incredible journey into one golden piece of advice, what guiding quote or words of wisdoms have you loved to give for the younger generation of women?
All, we have every younger person should be clear what he or she wants to achieve. Because I have seen various people, they're engineer, and second time say they want to become an SQA engineer. So it's not possible. You, if you have a dual minded in in the choice of your career, first of all, go for a right goal that you want to achieve in your life. You can even take an advice from an expert industry leaders, or even your colleagues, and even you have to pay attention on your passion, what you have passionate about it. And second thing is start learning. For example, if you want to become an SEO content, start to learn how you can become, and start practicing on these things. And third one is networking, because networking we can't achieve anything. Because that's why a person have become and no client, and his comfort zone. We have to leave a comfort zone. When we leave comfort zone, then we can
Yeah,
start
I would agree with
exploring
that.
new things. Yeah, after leaving comfort zone, we can achieve anything. First, what you want to achieve, what's your goal, and come out from your comfort zone. These two things with persistence and a good confidence level, you can achieve anything in any field.
Yeah, so one full self advice that you were saying is just stay clear about the goals because people would be jumping from here to here, there to there, right? But we should always be very
Yeah.
clear on our goals and start working on it. Think with proper
Hmm.
practice and consistency, you can achieve things. Vira, thank you so much for your time and for
Um,
the SEO journey. Very much thank you for pointing out the tips SEO.
No problem. I am always available for the discussion.